Take a cue from Moadib, Paul Atreides, and shift your mindset from animal, like reactive, like primal, Pavlov's dog habits, and you become human. This is the Bene Gesserit mother. It's written in the graphic novel, the Dune graphic novel, that has Frank Herbert's son attached to it. It's wonderful. I was gifted it by my daughter Lucia when she visited last. But it really talks about the mindset that Paul goes through the trial of fire, really, where he experiences his own physical death. And then when you can experience that amount of pain until you die, like in your mind, physically, then whatever you're experiencing, you can endure. You know you can endure physical death, right? Like you've experienced it. Which rarely does it come to that, but like if it does come to that, you've experienced it and you're not afraid. Like fear, the mental mantra is fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will allow it to go over me and through me, however. And when I turn to face my fear, when I turn the inner eye to face the fear, I'll let it pass over me and through me. And when the fear has gone past, I will turn my inner eye to see its path. And where the fear has gone, there will be nothing, for only I remain. And then you just repeat this. Like in the original film, his mom is basically his voice. So the voice in his head that is saying that phrase is his mother. So that's how it's visually portrayed in like the films. But that, when he goes through his death, is like, don't be afraid. Like, go through it. You can go through anything because you're mental, number one. All the Bene Gesserit stuff, there's Haywatt was like the mental guys. Like they could add numbers quickly and do all kinds of like calculations. They're like mathematicians. So Paul learned all this different mind stuff. And then he goes to the trial by fire. And then he changes from animal, which is like reactive, to pain. Like if you can endure any pain, physical, emotional, spiritual, like otherwise, until like a death, metaphorically, like you want to do it in your mind so it doesn't happen like in your external 3D reality. This is my world, this is my life. Like what does this even mean? It means go into your mind, meditate on it, go through the pain, feel the pain, where there's fear around it, face your fear. And then inside your mind, like, goodbye, fear. And where fear has gone, there is nothing for only you. It's just you thinking about it. It's you just thinking about it. So the power of the mind. In the graphic novel, the Bene Gesserit mother said, a human can control their nerves. Like you can shut your nerves off. Like if it gets too much, just shut your nerves off. Like you don't have to feel it when you can get to that mental control over your body, which it starts with awareness. Like this is about awareness, and then focusing on, well, awareness and forgiveness a lot of times. Like I should have seen that. Now I see it. But it allows you to go and heal those things in your mind as well. That's the forgiveness part. Forgive yourself. Like as a more evolved human being who's faced more challenges, go back to past versions of yourself in your mind and hug it out. Love that part of you that has been maybe stuck in fear, stuck in something. So when you go there in your mind and you heal it and you make good with it, trauma, ancestral trauma, that will ripple out into everything else. But like you can endure any pain, you can heal it, because you can zoom out enough and be like, Hermetic principle number 1, we live in a mental universe. It's all about mind. The mind of the all. We're inside the mind of the all, creator. And keep thinking bigger. Like you can't come up with the unknowable, the greatest, brightest light. And word logos is supposed to be like this the next best thing to God the greatest, everything you can imagine, because it allows you to communicate that love of like, wow, I'm really small, but I'm also mentally, I can go to wonderful places. So all about the mind. Overcome any fear just by using that phrase. Watch the film, read the story. Paul becomes like a god, basically. He's the chosen one. He's the Neo. Neo's like a god because of his mind and everything that he learns. Learning fast, accepting like the best for everyone. What's the path of the greatest good? If I truly feel I'm connected to everything, we are in the mind of God and we are all, hi. This is all image of God, even challenging stuff. It's in there. Like, why do we change the meaning of like good and bad? It's on a spectrum. So mental universe is principle one. Polarity is another principle. It's a spectrum. For every truth, there's a half-truth. There's absolute truth, which is we are all one. But like, if you don't believe it, how does that feel? Believing that, if you truly have faith in that, you know you're acting towards the greatest good. Beagle love. We love beagles. Nature. Nature's our reminder of that. Connection. Principle number 2, correspondence. So it gives you foundation for all the conversations. Where to go. Like, mind is first. If something is challenging you, like we're in this human experience, I think, to come up with solutions to challenges. And it could be a past life thing, if you believe in that. Like, past versions of yourself have been working on forgiveness. Whatever, different levels of love. What's the greatest love? Unconditional love. Like, what does unconditional love mean to you? There's a song, East Forest, it's like, you're always hugged by God because you're in the mind of God. So don't blame God because there's like a problem. We wouldn't grow if there was anything like that. From a human to plant standpoint, say we're gods of plant, not gods, but like symbiosis, right? But we can destroy and create life, plants. Planting a seed. Johnny Appleseed. Hey, Johnny Appleseed. They're crunchy, they're munchy, they're Johnny Appleseed. They're yummy for your tummy, they're Johnny Appleseed. We got cider, we got sauce, we got all your apple needs. So head on down to your local Johnny Appleseed. Now located at 34th and Vine, next to your local city market. That was FBLA is Future Business Leaders of America. I did it to meet beautiful women, business-minded women, like smart women. And I did. But I became president. But it was interesting. It was like we had like how to run a meeting. And we had some success as well. It was also like marketing, jingles. So that we were at a regional conference. Not regional, but like county. I don't know. It was pretty close. It wasn't the state. Yeah, it was more regional. Regional conference, and like for a group activity on business, they're like, okay, you have an Apple brand. Hi, I'm a beagle. I love stone. What do you got? What is it? Good boy, you found it. Found it! Milo the beagle will find it for you. The love in your heart, he'll bring it right out. It's Milo the beagle. Johnny America. It's his American name. You look at all the 80s, like, there's so many Johnnies is like could be the main villain or like the hero. Johnny Appleseed, right? So anyway, back to this story of FBLA regional conference. Anyways, there was a group activity. They split you up into groups, and they're like, all right, you have an Apple brand, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So I love wordplay, music. So we started getting on, and I was like, okay, Johnny Appleseed. Johnny Appleseed, it's like, what's my first association? They say apple, okay, brand. Like, what do I think of with apples? Johnny Appleseed, who walked around planting apple trees. Had like a pot on his head. It's like him and nature. Like all these great trailblazers, explorers. So Johnny Appleseed would just plant apple trees everywhere. So I thought it was great. So it's like, oh, Johnny Apple, we're gonna get everyone together, like very team oriented. Trying to like just get things going. Because you don't know these people. Like, this is how you learn how to do it. Like, that's the point. So this is so fun. I was so into it. Like, I was really into it. Because I wanted to share my spirit. So Johnny Appleseed. And then, like, there was two options. Like, you could do this, or you could do, like, a jingle. Once again, like, it's clever of the people organizing it. Like, who will we see stand out? And I used it as an opportunity. I was a bit of a show-off. But, like, from a good place. Just having fun. And there's many times when I did this. In many different ways in school. So, like, this is my spirit. It's like allowing my child versions, teenage years, whatever, younger, to drive the ship. Bam, 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 wham, bam, thing. You got it. All right, man, that's 3 in a row. Hey, guys, Milo the Beagle here. You know, I'm one of the greatest finders of stones in the Tenerife Islands. Yeah, bro, Pura Vida. Tenerife, Pura Vida, Tenerife. Milo the Beagle will find it for you. Milo, go, baby. Go, Johnny, go, go, go. Johnny be great. He's a beagle and a beagle from a bougon breast. Milo the Beagle, yeah, he's the best. Milo will find it if you throw it for him. Milo loves you every single day and night. Go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Johnny be great. I call him Johnny Biscuits sometimes. I don't know why, but he eats the biscuits. Johnny B will love you tonight. Go, go, Johnny B, go, go. Johnny be great. Johnny loves biscuits. That's where I go in my head, like playful. Milo is my son, my younger brother, version of me. That's why the death of the sheepdogs. Our sheepdogs died. The first one, Joya, 5 years old. Lymphatic. This is where I was really becoming emotionally aware of like how my emotions affect the dog, how much the dog absorbs. And like movement and emotional distress. They were mirrors of that. And Indy, Joya was more stressed. She'd have seizures. Lightning really terrified her. She was afraid. My first dog that I like was totally responsible for, Tamara and I. And she died at 5. Took her to the gym. She became like a sponge of energy for people at the gym. Like people would come to express themselves physically, and then, you know, we connected on other ways. But I didn't coach mental at the time. I didn't coach spiritual at the time. Wasn't as holistic as it is now. And my relationship with like the building, it was a squash club, could have been much better. And a lot of it was just like first time I ran a business as well. Went bankrupt. I chose bankruptcy because I robbed Peter to pay Paul or something like that's I didn't pay like pension. I didn't put enough away for my future retirement. This is Swiss. Swiss is it's mandatory. I didn't put enough away for that monthly. I prioritize salary, John. Pay now, not later. Live now, John. You know, but it's a good system. Like it teaches you to put money away. But we prioritize it to living. Not like we were living lavish. That was my point. Like, they could look at my finances and be like, ease up. But I didn't know how to communicate it. I had to go through all of that. Like, that was emotionally painful. And the gym closed down. I had to communicate that. I had to let a lot of people down. Because a lot of people were enjoying it. It became stagnant. Like, it was a reflection. We wanted to go to Ibiza, which we did. But the gym had to go down because of it. It was all part of the journey, I see. And I worked for a lot of other businesses that gave me amazing skills in communication just by going through challenging experiences, how to communicate better. What I feel, my true insight, intuition, adding my spirit. If a place was like spiritually stagnant, I would try to like whiz it up and then see if like I'm the only one that keeps it up. Like, yeah. And how other people like talk to each other, talk about females, a bunch of guys get together in sports, there's the stereotype of not respectful to women. To me, like showing nude photos of a girl that shared something with you, it's not cool. Unless you have her permission for whatever reason. But like treat others the way you want to be treated. To me, like I experienced that in the workplace. With someone who was a father of a young girl. In all kinds of ways. But women to women as well. Treat each other, golden rule. Jesus said this. Treat others the way I say love to be treated. That's love. Show it. St. Francis says it is better to love than be loved because it's coming from within you. This is the mind to the spirit connection. Connect to it mentally. If you don't go there, then of course you're disconnected from it. And then you feel like everything is out of your control. Zoom out and like let the greater take over. Go to the greater flow of nature. What's nature telling you? What's it bringing out? I call it craffing. I need to find a better name for it. Crying and laughing. Crying until you laugh. Expressing the pain that you've been experiencing in whatever form, mind, body, spirit. What's mental pain? What's emotional, physical, heart pain, soul pain, spirit pain? To me, spiritual pain is like experiencing disconnection when you're sharing love. Like you're confusing me. Like real, like you got to be real with yourself though. Like check yourself on that level. Like that's part of it. Could I be more loving, forgiving? It is in pardoning that we are pardoned. St. Francis. In the Our Father, forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Forgive us. Jesus said, forgive them, for they know not what they do. But now my story, that's the point of stories, is what are you learning to be better? Yeah, Beagle. Yeah, Beagle. I normally have these conversations with myself. I just thought I'd record it. Face the fear, Johnny. Share the whole thing unedited. See who watches. See who likes what within it, Johnny. You're a king of all trades, a master of many. Holistic. Be a master of your holistic health. Mind, body, and spirit. Holístico es más mejor. Mucho mejor. Spanish. I've learned Spanish here. Really good. I started Spanish in middle school, but I wasn't really motivated. High school I didn't. And I liked the teacher because she used like music. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Y, Greek, Y, Zeta. So learning the alphabet helped me with. And then here, I just listen and I mimic. With Marucci, my mother-in-law, I just mimic, but I listen. And then I rhyme the words to help remember them. I'll use song to help me remember. It's more fun, stays in my head more. Just like a great song, John, you know, over and over again. How about we rest now and get some water? I'm not gonna go to the beach with him today. I was going to, but it's really wild. We've been moving a lot. Ping pang down there, Pepper. I also call him Pepper. Because on one of our routes to here, there's a Pepper the Pig. Someone drew Pepper the Pig on a trash can, a basura box, a poubelle. Pepper Pig. So every time we run by, I say, hey, I'm like, hey, Pepper. And then Pepper got in my head. Funnily enough, we've met a dog recently named Pepper. I laughed. Pepper and Joya, my first sheepdog. Second sheepdog, Indy, was amazing. She went to Ibiza with us. Ping pong, ping pong pong. She was more adventurous. Here. Yeah, stay local, John, just in here. 5 meters, buddy, down here, down here. This is how I train him to my voice. Down here, this way. This way is one thing I've said like a billion times. This way. And whistling. Whistling's important for Beagle. Because when he really gets into his nose, he's like, his name won't get him out of it. This way, Johnny, come on. You have to combine it. This way, it's over here. Yep, 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 yep. And that's from Sesame Street, the aliens that are floating, the yep, yeps. But I use it as like warm, warm, warmer, hot, 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 hot. This way. So I practice my voice with Milo. Hey, this way, brother. Milo, come on, baby. And what kind of tone did he respond to? Yeah, ha ching chang, willy willy, Johnny, Pepper J, I'll sing to you. Yeah, baby, find it. That's how we play. Because his voice, like I'm trying to like, his energy, like, oh my God, look at his tail. The Beagle coloring is great for, it's camouflage, but then the tip of his tail, his tip is white. And then when he waves it, I can see him. So when he's in stuff like this, where the brown and the black camouflage him, that I can see the tip of his tail moving. It's like a snake. Hi. Can you see him? Where's Milo? Where is that baby Beagle? In Puerto de la Cruz, we call him Milo Tranquilo. I notice everybody says that. Tranquilo is like, you're tranquilized, you're chill. Chill! You're so nice, basically it is so nice. Oh, really? And normally they don't see a lot of this. They hear it, some people hear it if they walk by. But out here, he can scream all he wants, as loud as he wants. And nobody's gonna be like, damn Beagle. Not that they do that. He's the most loved and recognized dog. Snoopy was a beagle, but he didn't look like Milo. Right? Snoopy's like black and white. Brown. Add the brown. Somebody should recolor Snoopy like a beagle. Maybe that's a great idea. Somebody can do that, AI. Send it on. Authentic Alpha at Proton Mail together. They're together, no space. .com. Proton was created as security of privacy for those who created the internet at CERN, John. I've told you this story. I've told you. If not once, 1,000,000 times. Go, Bobby McGee. Ooh. That's scary. What's over there? He stays at the ground. His nose is so powerful. It's down here. Doesn't mean he finds it every time, but the more he goes, the better he gets, especially in new places. We haven't really done hunting here. I've come in here and helped create this. Oh my God, there's a heart. I love you too. Look at that. And there's no wind in this corner. It can be very windy here. It's a very chill day today on the ocean. There's no wind blowing right now. He's caught it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Your name's Pepper, right? Are you Pepper Johnson? I don't know where Johnson came from, but Pepper the pig, Milo the beagle, Johnny, Milo Tranquilo. Many names. I like to play with names. Give nicknames to people. Usually if someone's really close with me, I'll come up with a nickname for them, so I can remember their name. Yeah, what's your name again? Pepper? Johnny? Ricky. Ricky Baker's another one. That's from another film. I just loved it because they sang as the adopted mother sang a birthday song for him. Search for the Wilders or something like that. It's the Takawaha Wahidi, or the New Zealander. He's hilarious. He did one of the Thors. He's like the crag rock voice guy. He's funny. He's really funny. They're funny, the crew. And one of his compatriots is in loads of films. Really clever. Anyway, Ricky B. That's where I get these names. I watch something that has like musical. Do you love me? Didn't I see you flying? Oh, Milo, didn't I see you flying? With it being overcast right now, it's much cooler. The sun here is really strong anyway. But a week ago, a week plus, it was really strong. Solar's kicking out major photons. Third eye. That's what they say. That's why you sun gazers charges your third eye. Your pineal gland? Did he say pineal? Get your hands off my pineal gland, mate. Don't touch me pineals. Yeah. I sun gaze here. Changes your brain. You see rainbow light. You see ultraviolet light more. Just with your bare eye. You have to start small. The recommendation, if you want to start, and depending on the time of year, right? Sun's the strongest in summer. Weird. Isn't that weird? Sun is stronger in summer? Is that why we call it summer? So depending on the year, and where you're at on the globe, we're near the equator. Here it's incredibly strong. It can really zap you. But then you have cool shade. Cool shade and a breeze! You know? And the ground is really cool as well. The houses are built here really well. If it has the good airflow, and then you have like tile, like stone flooring, and then the flooring is cold, and you can have like rugs and stuff. So when it's really hot, you lie on that. In Geneva, it was like an oven. But if you went into the cave, so the underground storages, that was the coolest place. Underground. Ever. I don't really know what I'm talking about. Just share my experiences. I don't say I know better than anyone. It's your life. We're in a mental universe. Am I in your mind? Right? What is inside is out is also correspondence. Correspondence, you hear everyone say, as above, so below. Like as to the stars, so are the humans. But we're above to something else. As above the ants we are below. Oh, how are ants just like us? How are we connected, in this mental universe? Just living in the mind of God, everybody. What does that mean to you? If you don't ask the question, you're not gonna get curious about it. And depending on where you hear it from. Like fun stuff. I'm telling you that I learn better with like play. Song and such I remember mighty much. And I'll rewrite stuff. Oh my God. People use this, men primarily, shack up here in places like this. I've had to clean up this area. Let's just say that. I create like sacred spaces, like fun places to hang out. Like I could camp out here with Milo. But men specifically on this island are doing nature sex, and it's evident. There's evidence. So I clean it. I don't touch stuff with my hands. I use the sticks and stuff, and I burn it.
That's what I do. It's transformational, Phoenix.
I have a tattoo of a phoenix. Burn! The first business name I came up with for physical coaching, fitness, was Phoenix Fitness. Phoenix. The rise of the phoenix again and again, and many deaths, Paul Atreides, back to the beginning. Dune. See how I wrapped it up? Around Ouroboros. Eat that tail, you snake. Is time linear? Or does all exist in the now, Eckhart Tolle? Tolle, ole, ole.